Hey guys, it's Rahim and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button because I talk about property investment, personal development and how to gain financial freedom. In today's video, I'm going to share with you what lots of people have been asking me for: savings versus investing. So if you want to understand the differences between savings and investing, this video is for you. So stay until the end. You will learn drastically what the differences are and how you can take advantage of both in order to get you to financial freedom. Let's get to it. You see, before we get to talking about savings and investing, let's talk about the importance of financial independence and the impact on financial decisions on your future. You see, in order for you to be financially independent or financially free, it's important for you to adapt the savings and investing techniques, because if you start saving, it taught you discipline, consistency, and also it shows you how you can build into financial freedom. Here's the thing: if you do not have solid savings or investment strategies, you become a donkey at your workplace. No matter what your employer tells you, you just have to literally do it, because of course you haven't got any alternative because you've got no savings and you're not investing. So in this video, I'm going to literally hanker that to you so that you can actually start saving, not just savings, but also investing. And what are the two differences in order to get you to financial independence so that you can live life in your own terms instead of your employers or the government terms. Let's talk about savings. So let's define savings. What is saving? Saving is the money that a person has left over after they subtract out their consumer spending from their disposable income over a period of time. So that's what savings is. It's basically taking a portion of your earning and save it for either future investment or for rainy days. So let's talk about the benefits of savings. The number one benefit of saving is you've got money, you are liquid, you've got that money saved, and you can pull that money out whenever you want to, and you can go literally slot your card and get that money and do whatever you want to do with that money. And also you tend to get a little bit of interest from maybe the banks. If you got a savings account or if you got an ISA, you tend to get a little bit of return on that. Okay, so that's the benefit you get. It is liquid and you can take it out whenever you want, and also there's tiny bit of interest there. And the cons of savings is that that you can save the money you've saved. In most cases, we've got something that we call inflation. Inflation is what really eats into your savings, because prices tend to go up over time. So if you're saving money, if the return or your interest is not more than the inflation rate, the value of your money or your savings would be going down as well. I'll give you an example. Suppose you saved £1,000. It took about a year to save that £1,000. The items you would have bought for £1,000, suppose a year ago, will not worth exactly the same amount again. That £1,000 product would have gone up by, say, 1,050 or maybe 1,100. That means the inflation has actually eaten into your savings again. So if you're saving money and you're looking this to be a long-term thing, maybe if you're looking for an interest payment, you want to be getting interest that is more than your inflation. This is where people really struggle as well, because there are not lots of those interest payment out there. And then, as I said, obviously you've got the advantage of being safe, and you got liquidity. You can literally go get your money straight away and do whatever you want to do with it. And as I said, it's got lower return on your investment as well, because obviously the banks, as we know, they don't pay lots of interest on your savings if you're lucky enough to have it in an ISA. But the disadvantage of having it in an ISA, also you have restricted time of taking your money out. Suppose you've got £1,000, for example, that you've put on a savings account. If the bank pays you, let's say they pay about 1% a year. Suppose you have £10,000 in your bank account. Suppose it's in your savings account and the bank pays you 1% a year. That £10,000 would have generated you £100 in interest, and that would have been £10,100. And again, 1% is what I'm just forecasting here. I'm not sure there's any bank out there paying that, but that's what you could be earning. It is better to save rather than not to save. Is that making sense? So at least then it gets you to understand the power of savings. Let me talk to you about my favorite topic, which is investing. What is investing? Investing is the process by which an investor will put money into a financial scheme. Could be shares, property, or a commercial venture with the expectation of achieving a profit. So in essence, investing in the process by which you can invest upfront, and then you get your money to work for you, and then it gets you passive recurring income. In essence, you make your money work for you instead of you working for it. That's what investment is. Let's talk about the benefit. The number one benefit of investing is, as I said earlier, it makes your money work for you instead of you working for it. It also allows your money, your investment, to beat inflation, and then potentially gives you better return on your investment. Potential for long-term return. For example, if you bought a property, that property then would be going up in value while generating you rental income. Next, as I said, it provides you regular income, and also investing would also allow you to be financially independent, doing things the time and place you want to do them. Let's talk about the disadvantage of investing. You see, when you put your money into an investment pot, you're not likely to be able to get that money instantly. Right? It takes time and process in order to pull that money back. Suppose you bought a property and you've bought the property, you've rented that property, and you're making your passive residual income. If you wanted to sell that property, you're not just going to sell it straight away and get the money and you go on doing what you want to do. It takes time and process. In essence, a fixed asset, you have to literally pay, perhaps paint and decorate the house, get it to be a little bit fresher, put it in the market, and wait for the property to sell. So then when the property sells, then you get your money. So that's one of the disadvantages people would say of investment. Suppose you're investing in stock and shares. And again, if you're selling this stock, you can go on the market and do it straight away, but you want to be timing the market so that when you sell your shares, you get better return on your investment. So in essence, once you put your money in, you're not able to pull that money as quickly as you could possibly can. And also with all investment, there is a risk that you can lose all the money. And then obviously there's also a benefit that you could get massive return on your investment. And the beauty about investing is what we call the compound effect. Suppose you have £30,000. You went out there and buy a property worth £100,000. How did you buy that property worth £100,000? You would have put 25%. The bank will lend you 75% of the £100,000, which is £75,000 plus your £25,000. Makes it £100,000. And then what then happened, you use the £5,000 maybe to paint and decorate that house, and then you put that house in the market and rent that property. That property may be generating you about £300 to £400 every single month. Let's say a year from now, the value of the property went up by just 10%. Your £100,000 property would have also accumulated a capital appreciation of £10,000. So your £100,000 property would have worth £110,000, which is £10,000 more than what you bought it a year ago. Now, that's what we call the power of investing. So now let's talk about savings versus investing. What are the key differences? So as you know, the objective of savings is to put money aside in order to be able to invest in the long term, or just to put money aside just in case there's a raining days. And then obviously with the objective of that, you'll be able to pull your money if you're saving quickly. When it comes to investment, you may not be able to get your money as quickly as you could possibly can. The second thing also is risk and return. Investing is a bit more riskier than savings, because when you save, you've got your money there and you can go and collect it whenever you want it. The only risk is that inflation can eat into your money. And then obviously timing is very important. If you're saving for a long term, you might not get that much return on the investment, because you would end up realizing that savings is really eating into your property. In contrast, when it comes to investing, the longer your investment takes in a deal or in a business, the better return you get, hopefully, if that business or that property is doing really well for you. So when to save and when to invest. So in order for you to become a good investor, you have to become a good saver. So what people tend to do basically is to start with savings first. They save and save and save until they reach certain amount. Then they use that money as an investment to start investing in businesses, in properties, or other assets, or maybe stock and shares. So if you're looking at just saving, you're looking at a short-term goal where maybe you want to save for maybe 6-7 months, or maybe a year or 2 years, in order to be able to get that money to put into an investment. So it's vitally important for you to be disciplined saver, because a disciplined saver would be a disciplined investor that will look for appreciating asset that will give them passive recurring income. So to conclude, in order for you to be financially independent, you need to be a good saver as well as a good investor. If you combine combine those two things together, it gets you to financial freedom in no time, where you could dictate how and when you can live your life instead of relying on your employers to dictate when to go on holiday. I really hope this video has been helpful. If this video has been helpful, smash the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing the next video. Thank you.